everyone, this is Ren from Strong Girls Knits, and this is episode 18, I believe it's 18. So, welcome, thanks for coming back. I hope everyone had a great Easter. Ours went pretty well, but I will talk about that later. So, on to the knitting. First, I did actually want to do a little introduction. Like I said, should be episode 18. And so I just wanted to do a quick recap of who I am for any new users or new viewers, and just if I hadn't said before. So my name is Ren. I am a chemist, and I am a competitive power lifter, so hence the name Strong Girls Knits, and I knit. I've been knitting for, oh my gosh, 11 years now. I've been knitting for 11 years. And I sew. I also sell project bags, but right now the shop is closed because I had a huge flash sale on my Instagram, but we'll talk about that later. And, oh, I do sew, and I live in southern Indiana here in the United States, so that's pretty much it. Not a lot to talk about, or not a lot about me. Oh, and I have a rabbit. I have a rabbit. So let's go ahead and talk about the knitting. Alright. So we'll talk about kind of an FO. I don't really have any FOs this week. It's all works in progress. But my lovely blanket. I don't think I've got very much done on this since you guys last saw it. I have these two squares. And these are both from Hockey Berry Pie, I think is her Ravelry and Instagram name. Her name is Jen, I know that. And I'll show the top again. This was from my friend Margaret. I added these two squares, which I'm pretty sure you guys didn't see. And then here's the top row, so that was the final row. And there is my blanket all together so far. It's really nice. I mean, I'm really enjoying this blanket. It has a very zen quality to it, and just the mini skeins are so fun just to work with all this different yarn and colors. And once I finish this, I have one more set of mini skeins from a friend, and then I need to swap again. So if anyone's ever interested in swapping, give me a shout. So we'll put this back, and that is living in my little dinosaur bag that I made. Oop. Alrighty, next thing. Okay, so let me get the pattern real quick, sorry. So this pattern, it is a free pattern, braided cable. It's a hat and mitten pattern. I'm just working on the mittens currently. And I got real mad with this pattern because I don't think it actually, I don't think it's right, but everyone else seems to, like, I checked everyone else's and no one made any comments about changing anything or whatnot. So I got to where I started decreasing, and I held it up to, or I kind of put it on my hand, and it would have cut short on my fingers. And the mitten itself looks like it's fairly long. I just cut the ribbing short. So I ripped it all out, real mad. And then I started it again, but I didn't change needle size, because you do the ribbing on a size 8 and then you change to the size 10.5 for the hand. And so I didn't switch over. So I'm working on it again. Wow, that is bright on camera. It is neon, but not quite that bright. I'm trying to, that's not helping. Oh, there you go, that's a little bit better. And I already added the thumb. It's that purple, you probably can't tell, that weird purple. And it's going better. I'm definitely just gonna keep knitting it however long for my hand. Although I was looking at patterns again, and at this size it would be a snug mitten. So, but I started looking at patterns for this yarn again, and I saw this shrug that I really like. It's a free pattern, but I don't know if a shrug, like a little capelet, or yeah, shrug, not a capelet, would necessarily look good in this color. Like just to have all of this all over, I don't think would necessarily look good, but the pattern itself is really nice, so I'll have to keep it in mind. But yeah, this is making me mad, and I know it shouldn't, but oh well. So that's in timeout for now. I was wanting to get it done for winter camp, but it does not look like it's going to happen. On to my happy knitting. I have been working on, and this is a paid for pattern. She is one of the featured designers of winter camp this month, the final month of camp. And it is Vinovia by Aneth Fletcher, I believe is right. Yeah. There's all this will be linked in the show notes, so I'm sorry about that for my black and white pictures. But it's really cool. It's pretty much like a completely ribbed sock with like cable detailing, and the cable detailing is very it's simple, or for me it's very easy to memorize, so I have no complaints on the cabling. The heel is very interesting. I like that. That was one of the reasons I bought it, was because the heel construction, and it is made for this yarn. Let's see, I worked on a little bit before I left to work, so I had to curl it up. But here is one sock. That is bright. You can see that cabling, and how it is it starts as 2, and then it splits and runs, meets again at the other side of the sock. Now, I kind of screwed up the heel. I ended up, because you're supposed to do you knit so many stitches, put a marker, and that's like where you start for the heel. Well, for some reason, I'm doing the smaller size, and then when I went to do the heel, for some reason I thought I was doing the medium size, and even then, I went one more stitch past that, so I'm 3 stitches ahead of, when I worked the heel, ahead of what I was supposed to do. And this was actually the sock, and I did it, and I was like, oh, but I just finished the heel when I noticed it, or I was about to turn it before I noticed it. I was like, I'm not ripping that whole thing out. So I just went with it and just kind of moved the beginning of the round. So the cable is a little off. It's not quite how it's supposed to be on the leg. But I still think it looks really pretty, and it's working up really nicely and quickly now that I've gotten past the heel. And I'll show the other one. I just finished the heel today. I can't mix up my row counters. So, and they're fraternal, as you can see, but I kind of like that. I love this yarn. This is Regia yarn, the Flormania, like fluorescent. I don't know why I had to pop my head like that. Anyways, oh, and I'm using my stitch marker on this one from Holly, my other swap partner. And my Oreo from my best friend Kristen on this guy. And I think the last time you guys saw it, I hadn't finished the leg yet. I was still quite a bit up. So, yeah, because you guys, it was before the pink. So, and I like how it is, because the pink matches up pretty much. So, I don't know, I really like these socks. I'm trying to get it, these are my, if you guys don't remember, my brown bag socks for this month. So I have to try and finish them before the end of the month. But I have at least already finished a pair of socks. So I'm still on track of my 1 pair a month for the year. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Alright. Anyways, they each have, because the cable, and I want it to be exact, of course, each sock has its own row counter, and I keep them tucked in the socks. And this is living in my adorable cube bag that I made, Shamrock. It's all lumpy looking, but I love my I love shamrocks. Like, I have some glitter fabric, that I'm selling it, but I might end up keeping it because I don't think I kept any of it for myself. It's the last, I think it's the last bit of that fabric. I'll have to double check, but I might end up just keeping it for myself and instead of selling it. It is on sale at the moment. But okay, time for the brown bag for next month, because next time you see me it'll be the 2nd, and I want to go ahead and open my bag. I was gonna have James open it, you know, pick a bag out, but I'm getting this done, or I'm recording right after work, so. And sorry for the crinkling. So here it is, still stapled, so I have no idea what it is. Okay. Oh, I'm so, this is so ridiculous. Like, I know half of you are probably screaming at me just to open it already, but it's so exciting, and I love opening things. Like, my mom, on her birthday, like, anytime she gets presents, I get to open them because I just love to open things. Like, you could just wrap my cell phone and be like, oh, here's your phone back, and I'd be like, yay, and like just enjoy unwrapping it. Anyways, you probably don't care about that. So, strong girl, and I can't even open the bag. Alright. Oh, it's a skein. It's still in the skein. Oh, what is this? Oh, it doesn't have the tag. This is by Knitwits, and she was having a huge birthday sale. It was like 33% off. This is DK weight, I believe. I'll have to go back on my Etsy and check it out, and I will put what it is down here. And oh, it's so pretty. It's very saturated, like the color is very saturated. It's funny because she accidentally sent me 2 skeins of yarn, 2 different bags, because they had such a huge, you know, so many people ordered. She accidentally got confused and managed to send it to me twice, and anyways, the other one was it still had a lot of white, but this one did get very wet, so maybe in the rain it bled. But either way, I really like it, and this is very pretty. I'm doing a Mina. Anyways, she doesn't do it quite like that. Yes, I'm actually super excited, and this would be nice because it is a bit thicker, so I can get through it a lot quicker. Which lines up perfectly because I am. Yes, I talked about this last week. Overlook by Deborah Frank, or Oblivious Knits. I'm doing a knit along with her. It'll start at the start of April 1st to the end of May, the 31st. So that's, yeah. And I am co-hosting it with Orange Jellyfish Dreams, and of course Deborah as well. And yeah, it's pretty much her pattern. She does have a 25% off coupon code. I'll put it right here. I forgot to look that up before I came in. Anyways, I've already got my yarn picked out. It does call for 600 yards, but there is an option in, it's a lace shawl. Here's a picture. There is an option of shortening it or lengthening it. So I'm going to do smaller because I really wanted to destash because I have lots of lovely fingering weight yarn. And so I'm going to go ahead and use that my swap partner Shelly got me, and called Kisses. It's so pretty. I got a purple thing going on, but I love purple. James actually, it's his favorite color as well, so it's really nice. I get to do things in purple, and it's fine because he's okay with it. Anyways, I'm going to do it with this because I was thinking about it. First off, this is beautiful. I think it'll look gorgeous. And then I can get a hug from Miss Shelly whenever I wear it, so. But anyways, that's what, and like I said, it does have the option to make it shorter, so I am going to, the section that you can, like, omit or not omit, I'm going to, you know, work with that. So, and that's really the great thing about her lace patterns. All the patterns I've done so far, she always gives you the option of shortening it or lengthening it. because of course some people don't like real long shawls or, you know, real short shawls. Everyone has their own taste, and her work is just gorgeous. I don't know how she comes, you know, how she does such intricate lace. It's just gorgeous. I don't have any of her lace up here. I do have this one over. It's not lace, but let me show you. This is her, I believe it's Swerve. I will put the title right here. I know you guys are probably wondering why I put my arm up. It's just easier because I can put the lettering in black and you'll be able to see it on my pale arm. So, there's this. And I actually collaborated with Yarntasia. It was when her and I would do kits together. And it's a very long shawl. And it's asymmetrical. But it's very comfy. And I got it was more of a light brown tan. And then when I went to wash it, I used the wrong kind of soap. And the colors bled, but it's very pretty either way. And it's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous, darling. But yeah, so far prizes, I only have one. Oh, let's see. It is a box bag, more like a long rectangle bag. And I think it would be perfect for shawl knitting. It, you know, it's very roomy inside. It does have just a plain green inside. But I will give this. This will be one of the prizes, and you can choose one of Deborah's one other of Deborah's patterns that you would like. I will pay for that. And that's all I have so far. So if any more gifts come in, I will definitely show that and list it. So, and also come time, if maybe you see possibly you don't like this, we could possibly do a different bag swap. I don't mind about that at all. But I really like this one, and like I said, it's I think it's very roomy, and it would be a great shawl size. So, also another thing about the pattern, sorry, it calls for fingering weight, and it's knit, I believe, on a size 6 or 7, so it does go quick. That's the nice thing about her lace. It's not worked real small, you know, on small needles. Or at least to me, 6 isn't very small. But you can adjust it. She does have it where you can use different weight yarn, and then I think you use like a few needle sizes larger than what it suggests, just to get that nice open laciness of it. So there's that. So now we will talk about acquisitions. My swap partner Shelly from Knitting Expat Swap, or the Expat Swap, she actually, there was other things in my box and I totally forgot. I like it. Yeah, so let me show you that real quick. I don't know if I showed these or not. I feel like I did, but I'm going to show them again. She got me some lovely stitch markers, and that's her Ravelry name. Very sweet. Oh. And then there was this other tea. There was one other tea. I knew I was missing something. It's Orange Spice by Bentley. So, that bag. And then 2 little notions that I totally forgot about. And she did such a great job wrapping. I know I said that last time, but I didn't even think to wrap everything. Another stitch or row counter, which, yes, I always need these. And then a little lovely, yes, it's a pink cushion, just making sure. But just a lovely, and I wonder if she made this. I'll have to ask her if she made this, because it definitely looks handmade. I mean, like, I don't mean that in a rude way. But it does look very nice. It's very pretty. So we have that. And then I went to, last Saturday, I went to the thrift store with with Jess. And, yes, sorry, I was just thinking real quick. Yes, with Jessica. And I found a bunch of, like, their craft section, they had a bunch of stuff in there that, like, both of us really wanted. She ended up getting the scrapbook stuff that I probably would have bought had she not bought it. But I found a bunch of really great like sewing stuff. First I got this big thing of red tulle, and it's the stiff tulle, and it's got to be at least almost 2 yards. I unraveled it, 50 cents. So excited because I picked it up and I was like, oh, I can already see the skirt in my mind like that I want for myself, because either I would make, of course, like a red tulle skirt with this on the outside, or have this as peeking out as the under part of like a black or gray skirt. So I think it'd be really cool. Okay, I'm gonna cut this real quick. Hi everyone, sorry about that. Oh goodness. Okay, so as I was saying, I also found for $1/4 a nice, it's a tape measure, heart shape. It's for some hospital. I don't know. I was like, I've been really wanting a tape measure because my one got broken and I hate having to, when I carry around my other one, my loose one. So, and then I found some, I got these each for $1/4. It's elastic and it's 2 different sizes, as I show you. And they look like, I mean, I checked it, I opened it to make sure the elastic wasn't bad, because you know how elastic, when it sits out, it'll just disintegrate. Anyways, it was still good. Very excited. Got them for $1/4. And then I found this, which I thought was really exciting. It had to have been like a crafter or getting rid of their stuff or something, but I got all this double bias tape for 15 cents each. So let's see, 30, 60, 90, $1.05 for this, and then 1 for $1/4 because it's a big package. Woohoo! But yeah, all this double bias tape. I don't even know what I'm gonna use it for, but it's such a good deal. And I know there are some things I want to do, so now I have it. I have it. It's mine. Oh, it's my note from shop. Anyways, that's all the stuff I got. Easter Bunny didn't bring me any yarn. Jerk. But, no. So all I got was like a cake decorating thing from the Easter Bunny. So that was really nice. Now I just have to, I'm playing with my colors. Now I have to bake a cake and decorate, so, or at least cupcakes. Probably do cupcakes, those are easier. So, that is that. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about life after this, so if you don't want to stick around, I will see you next time. I will definitely be recording Sunday because I have hopefully great news. But that has to do with life stuff. But again, thank you for stopping by. Oh, sorry, I want to give a quick shout out to the Uncreative Knitter podcast. No, the Uncreative Crafter podcast. She was sweet enough to mention me on her podcast, and I just started actually watching her, and she's very nice. I like her. Her last episode was a short episode, which I of course like. I love like little 30 episodes around 30 minutes, and that's what I always strive to do. So I liked it very much. Thank you, sweetie. Alright, now on to life. So last week was spring break for the kiddos, and so James has 4 kiddos, and everyone just kept getting sick. At one point, Jimmy got really sick, and so the oldest one and the youngest one got pretty sick, but kind of two different ways. Like, he kept getting sick, and then she just had a real bad cough and everything, but everyone seems to be on the mend. Libby, she's the second oldest, kind of got under the weather a bit. Like, towards the end of Sunday, she was just kind of just sitting there, didn't want to do anything. You know, of course they were all very happy that morning and did the Easter egg hunt and found their baskets and whatnot. So, and of course thanked Sherlock, because they think he is either the Easter Bunny, or they for sure know he works for the Easter Bunny. If not, he is the Easter Bunny, like their Easter Bunny. So it works, and he loves the attention. After they found everything, we let him out and he ran around and just kind of got to enjoy all the thank yous from the kids, and just, I don't know, it was exciting. Like he got all excited because they were all happy, and he was just getting to run around, and it was really sweet. So yeah, like I said, they were sick. Victoria, she is the second youngest, or yeah, she's number 3. She was pretty good. Like, I think she, maybe towards the start of last week. I'm sorry if you hear the barking. I have the window slightly open just to, because it's so nice outside. But she did pretty good. I mean, I think maybe at the start of the week, like I said, she was a little down, but I mean, for sure by the end of the week, she's in tip-top shape, so she had no complaints or anything. But that's right, last weekend I think she had a fever and she coughed a bit, but she was good. I don't know, she has a really good immune system. She's just like her dad. So let's see, I think that was it for, not a lot. I mean, I've been all kinds of nervous at least this past week, and then going in, because my competition is Saturday. I will be competing. I am nervous. My weight, okay, so Easter, all that candy did not help so much with weight, but it's not like I gained 4 pounds or anything. It's, you know, just went up a bit. Need to be really lean on what I'm eating this week. It's Tuesday and I gotta compete Saturday. I'm on track for everything. We're actually doing a thing called water loading. So I kind of started it yesterday. For sure today I'll be drinking about 2 liters of water. Tomorrow I will try and drink 3. Thursday I will be up to at least 4, about a gallon. And then Friday, very little water, you know, just enough, and that'll pretty much, what happens is your body gets used to all this water, you know, and it expels it, you know, as you keep drinking it and drinking it. And so Friday, when I pretty much stop drinking, my body is tricked into thinking I'm still intaking all of it, so I will continually relieve myself throughout the day, but not really be taking in a lot, and that will kind of drain off my water weight. So this is a lot of things that, I mean, this is something a lot of lifters do to make weight, or, you know, just cut some weight. But so I'm excited about that. I feel very confident I'm gonna hit that 125.6 pound body weight, because that's what I have to do to compete at this new weight class that I want. It's one lower, but yes, I'm very excited. We're already planning my opening attempts, which at this time you should have your opening attempts already figured out. I will be doing about 250 for my opening squat. For sure 115 for my opening bench, but maybe a little higher depending on how tonight's, because today is my last heavy bench session, and then everything else from here is, you know, pretty lightweight, just keeping me moving and everything. And then deadlift, I believe we've decided on a 275 opening attempt. So I actually, for practice the other day, last Friday, I lifted 275 for 2 singles, and it went pretty good. So I'm hoping, maybe, I wouldn't be surprised if I hit 300 or more. You know, I would be very happy to hit 300, and that would be great. This competition is important for many different reasons. Or one, it is a new weight class, so that's always exciting, and it's a lower weight class, so compared to previous competition where I was 128, it's only 3 pounds heavier, but still, and before that I competed at like in the 30s, which you know, I feel better now. I'm smaller, and you know, that's not necessarily like, oh, you have to be happy, you have to be skinny to be happy by any means, but I just feel better, you know, because I'm only 5'1". really physically, you know, you shouldn't carry that much weight. But yeah, anyways, not the point. So exciting, one, because of the new weight class, because if I can hit these higher weights at this smaller body weight, I am considered stronger, so that is exciting. Let's see. Oh, and then for this one, if I can get qualifying total to compete in nationals, because I believe by the end of the year, James is really wanting me to compete in a national competition, as well as himself, so, and he is all excited. He's not actually competing in this one due to an injury, and, well, an injury a while back, and he just, he didn't think he'd be ready for it. He decided a few weeks ago that he was not going to compete. So he's excited because he gets to give me all his attention, and again, you know, this is all the hard work that I put in, and of course he's coached, and he's pretty excited for it. Like I said, I'm nervous, but it's also very happy nervousness. This is definitely a sport that it's not, you know, you compete every weekend or anything like that. You know, you have a season where you compete constantly. It's, you know, you know, at max maybe 4 competitions in a year. So I'm spending, you know, let's say if I'm, and that's not even the, you know, the best way to do it. That's almost too much. So, you know, I just spent, let's see, past like 4 or 5 months for this competition, you know, building and whatnot, and it's dieting and just constantly working out. I work out 5 times a week, sometimes 6 if I am tired one day and want to push half of the workout back. But I don't know, it's really exciting. I'm very excited to share with you how everything goes. My best friend Kristen won't be able to make it, but our best friend Jessica is going to make it, and this is going to be her first competition, or well, she's not competing, but it's going to be her first one to see, and I'm kind of excited to see her reaction. And then the next day, Sunday, the local park, one of the local parks, is having a maple sugar festival, and they're having pancakes, and if I do well, then I'm going to go and eat some pancakes with some homemade maple syrup. Yes! That is what I'm excited about, if you cannot tell. But yeah, anyways, I'm really excited. And it's also a first official meet, or for this federation, it's USAPL, the USA Powerlifting Federation, kind of like the Olympic of all the federations, and this is the first competition officially sanctioned by them here locally for us in town at our gym. And so that is of course always exciting, because if this goes well, you know, it's going to open, hopefully they're going to be a regular federation. You know, they'll regularly do competitions here locally, and I think they're actually hopefully going to try and do a nationals here, maybe not, but I know the second federation that James and I compete in, they will be hosting a nationals competition later this year, so not that that's important. Let's see. I think that's really it. You know, the water loading and the dieting. Stupid Easter candy. Gosh. Oh. So let's talk about jelly beans real quick. I hate jelly beans. I was filling eggs, and at one point, those things just shoot everywhere. Just everywhere. And then you have to clean it all up because you don't want them to find it and be like, why are there jelly beans everywhere? You know, it's in the office. But no, at one point I went to open the bag and I wasn't paying attention, and I was holding it and ripped downwards and just everywhere. And thankfully it wasn't very much. I only slit a little bit down the bag, but I don't know, they fell out in the noise, and I was convinced it was almost like a gunshot and it was gonna like wake up the kids who are upstairs, and it was like 11 if not midnight already, so they're dead to the world anyways. But yeah, I don't like jelly beans, so other than that, that went real great. Easter Bunny went a little crazy with candy this year, but that's fine. They had a good day, despite half of them being sick. It was a really good day. I personally love Easter. It's a very important holiday to me. This springtime is a very, spring and Easter are very close and important to my heart because it is a time of rebirth, and it's always, I know how like New Year's everyone's like, oh, I'm gonna change for the better, and for me it's always spring is that time, you know. Spring is, and a lot of big changes have always happened for me during spring, and I've just really associated that together. So beautiful spring, and I'm planting everything, you know. I'm coming out of my cocoon with my new kind of body transformation. Not that, I mean, it's not that much, but you know, bigger, stronger, better, and just, it's a real happy time. I love Easter, and I don't know, the world wakes up, and I kind of seem to wake up with it, creativity, you know, creative-wise, and many other ways, so I really love spring, if you can't tell. So, and I'm going to make so many skirts because I'm so excited, and I want to wear skirts all the time. Whew. Anyways, so I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you had a great Easter. Please tell me what you did on Easter. I love to hear everyone else's traditions, especially if anyone is a different culture, of course. You know, I'm, I guess you would consider Roman Catholic, and James is non-denominational, so just kind of the blend of how everything goes. So, anyways, bye, and I hope to have great news for you Saturday, or for Sunday, so.